And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. In the past 25 years, nearly 1,000 children in the United States have died as a result of heat stroke after being left in a hot vehicle during the summer. Now, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, a child's body temperature rises 3 to 5 times faster than an adult's, which means even a quick run into the store is a big no-no for that child. Joining us on The Factor to talk about this is Constable Alan Rosen. Constable Rosen, I mean, it's that time of year. The temperatures are hovering well above 90 degrees, and it's just a nightmare. But some people somehow forget their children in their car, or workers forget the child in a van, and it's just nightmarish. I think on average, I've seen like 40 children die each year from being left in a hot vehicle, not just in Houston, but around the country. What can we emphasize? What kind of message can we give parents out there to make sure they don't forget those children?
We had a case very similar to this. It was R.J. Pryor. He was at a daycare, went on a daycare trip, and he was tragically passed away from being in a hot school van. And we started a program called Baby in the Back. Mm-hmm. So we give out these free hangers that you put behind your mirror in your car, so it reminds you that you have either a baby in the back, or an animal in the back, or an elderly person in the back. And it just reminds you, throw a shoe in the back. Throw your cell phone, because when you get out of your car, you're looking for that cell phone.
Right.
Looking for your keys. You're looking for, your shoe before you're going to get out. And that will always remind you if you don't have some other mechanism to watch. I mean, it does happen, and it's tragic. Yeah. Texas actually leads the nation in kids under 3 and under dying because of heat stroke. And so we have to take a leadership role on this and make sure that we get the message out. And I applaud you for doing it. Not enough news people are actually bringing this to light. And so it's a very dangerous thing, especially with the sweltering heat that we have. If your body temperature gets to 104, you're going to start having some medical problems. At 107, children die. Mm-hmm. From heat stroke, and it doesn't take long. We have done studies on that here at our department on how quickly the temperature rises in a car that's off. So throw a shoe in the back, throw your keys in the back, throw your cell phone in the back when you have that child or an elderly person that may not be able to communicate very effectively. Do something that forces you, when you stop that vehicle, to say, oh, I don't have my shoe on. Or, oh, where are my keys because I got to lock my door? Or my cell phone, I can't get out of my car. I mean, we don't ever leave our cell phones anywhere. So let's take that effort if you're forgetful. And, we've got so much going on in our lives, Isaiah. This is, we have so many distractions, so many things coming at us. Let's just take that little extra effort to ensure that we don't leave anything that could die in a car behind.
And many parents have been caught leaving their child in the car, but the car was left running. And when the cops are called, they're saying, well, I left the car on. Sometimes that's not good enough. And you never know what happens with that vehicle. It could just shut off while those kids are in there.
My vehicle actually does that. It always bothers me that there's a certain thing you got to do to keep the car running. Mm-hmm. But invariably, if you don't do that extra step, my car will shut off. And so, in our canine officers that have canines in their vehicles, they actually carry on their body all these triggers that if God forbid their car turns off, it'll automatically roll down the windows, start honking the horn, and it will beep the handler. So we have to just do a better job. And we are offering here at the Precinct 1 Constable's Office, if you want to reach out to us, we have the hangers to honor the memory of R.J. Pryor, who was a young man. That was a case we worked up north in the north part of the county, who tragically died in a hot van after his whole class went to a museum. Mm-hmm. And the actual driver of the van took the warning mechanism, disconnected it, that would have warned him that a child was left behind. and RJ
Sure.
had fallen asleep in the van, and they all got out, and he didn't. So we started this program to where we want people to ask. And they go, hang on your mirror, your rearview mirror, and it's just that reminder of that there's something precious in the back, and let's pay attention to that.